Hello, I am Aaron M. Johnson. M is for Michael. This is Cape Shit Update. No, we're not going to talk about the shaved face. It exists. It is what it is. But Cape Shit Update is much like SNL. It's funny for like the first 30 seconds, then you switch over to something that you're actually interested in. It is what it is. Not mad at it. So, what have we gone through Cape Shit wise other than that car for this past week? Well, first things first, we cannot forget our wonderful people, the incredible drama that happened last week. Geekosity, the Scooper website that we own, their validity was put in question thanks to a scoop regarding Henry Cavill's contract as Superman. Even DC Studios president James Gunn responded to the claims on Twitter. Oh boy, president claiming fake news on Twitter. Man, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We're not going to talk too much about that because, I know how the peoples are. It is what it is. We love you though. Remember, this is all in good fun. It's just observation. We love the people over there. We love our scoops. We love our scooper wars. Man, I could talk about scooper wars, but that actually would mean I had, you know, not with the real things going on in the world. It's all about the Cape shit. Uh, you know, when I think about it, Cape shit Twitter, specifically comic film Twitter, it's a lot like Twitter porn. There's always an asshole on your screen and it's unprovoked and you can't do anything about it. You just have to look at it and you just say, there it is. There it is. But the more important things, Wakanda Forever. So great film. We've Multiversity has reviewed it. Everyone has, I'm sure, has seen it because it's Marvel, whatever. But it continues to see success as it's made $8 million on Thanksgiving. Many critics and fans and everyone else in between cite how Black women are celebrated and brought to the forefront of this thing. It's a masterful epic celebrating Black womanhood. Of course, this continues the comic book tradition of things that don't exist in the real world. As a thinker, you know what I'm talking about. We love our Black women over here, though. Doesn't matter what those other people say. But now, for the really, really, really dramatic stuff, the things that we know you're here for. Influencer Matt Ramos is under fire for allegedly driving his ex-friend, manager Brad Lambert, down to a downward spiral of depression. Of course, this was brought up through Twitter, through an article on Medium by Lambert, and there have been some counter articles from some individuals that really don't matter right now. The thing that matters is Lambert was suffering through a horrible bout of depression, and Ramos continued to thrive with his brand and his career. On the record, Toby Emmerich, Joss Whedon, and Jeff Johns responded with, he's a natural. He's going to make it. He'll probably end up directing just the next Justice League. I promise you. The way he's doing this thing, it's masterful work. Masterful work. We love to see it. Just keep it up, Matt. Keep it up. You're great. In other news, Zack Snyder's original sci-fi, Red Moon, is said to have Netflix going all in on the franchise with hopes that it rivals the Star Wars franchise. Many insiders and fans of the other franchise are laughing at the idea that Disney and Lucas would be threatened by an unknown IP. Ugh, breaking news. Disney buys Netflix and cancels Rebel Moon because, they buy everything up, and it's another thinker. I know a lot of my people out there. They don't like to think, but we can have some thinking. But in other news, actor Simu Liu went toe-to-toe with directors Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino regarding their opinions of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Twitter, saying, if only the gatekeepers to movie stardom came from Tarantino and Scorsese, I would never have the opportunity to lead a $400 million plus movie. I'm in awe of their film genius. They are transcendent auteurs, but they don't get to point their nose at me or anyone. Shortly after, Liu returned to the fields to pick more cotton because the House of you know, it's the old keeper's place. Once again, another thinker. Anyway, I went to see two movies. I saw Black Adam, and all I could think about was how this film and Multiversity were very similar. It's all about the, you know, getting down on the business. And it's a passion project. But despite the marketing, despite the passion, despite the charismatic actors, despite everything involved, no one cares about it unless Superman is mentioned. That is a cape shit mention. It's a cape shit joke, people. I'm sure you'll get it down the road. It's old school Multiversity right there. Another movie I saw was Amsterdam. It's aight. It's aight. And all I could think about while I was watching it was, how did they film this? Why did they film this? It just it exists. But then I looked over and there was a fly. There was a house fly. And the fly buzzed over to me and it said, hey, I got a problem. I said, okay, fly, well, what's the problem? And the fly, and I'm literally just shocked, one, that a fly is talking to me, but this fly really has a problem. So I said, okay, talk to me. And he said, well, I don't like my life. Every day I wake up, I get out of bed, I take my pills, and it's like 8 pills, including this giant horse pill. One, I'm thinking, how's the housefly going to take a horse pill? But I'm following this thing, right? He says, I get out of bed, and my wife, she just lays there, and I know she's tired of me. And I'm just like, whoa. And the fly's like, I know, but that's not the worst part. After I take my pills, I shave myself up, I take a shower, in that order. I buzz out the house. I don't kiss my kids goodbye anymore because I don't think I'll ever come back. I'm not depressed, sir, but it just is the way it is. And as I'm buzzing to work, I think, why do I keep this hellish facade up that I care? Because, sir, and like, sir, I work at this awful factory and it's polluting the air. And I just think, why? Why am I doing this? I don't like myself. I wake up every day off, in an awful mood, and I'm polluting the air. Then I go get lunch. And when I'm at lunch, there's this really cute intern. And I know that if given the opportunity, I would run away with her. But I love my wife. Regardless if she doesn't feel the same way about me, I love my wife. Then after lunch, I get back to work. Then at 5 p.m., 5 p.m. on the dot, I'm walking out. I got my hat on. I get my coat. I get my briefcase because this is that kind of job. And I walk out. I don't buzz. I walk. And then I get a buzz in the air, in this polluted, awful air. And I think, damn, what if the chemtrails get me? But I don't care. And I continue buzz. Suddenly, it hits me every single day at 5:35 p.m. This is my life. And as I'm buzzing home, I get home and I look at my daughter, Katrina. And Katrina just says, Dad, I'm glad you're safe. And she gives me a hug every day. That's a lot of hands that gives me hugs, sir. But I accept it. Now I look at my son, and I know my son, his name is Benjamin. He gives me this look and says, Dad, you're not the man you used to be. He doesn't say those words, but I know that's what he's thinking because those big red eyes just look at me in a way I looked at my own father. And then we get some food. We sit down, we eat as a family, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be, but is this the way I want it to be? Is this the way my life is meant to be? And he's just sitting there and he gets quiet. He says, this is just a hell of a facade that I just don't think I can do anymore. And I go like, Fly, why are you telling me all this? Why are you here? Why aren't you at a psychiatrist? He says, well, I heard Amsterdam was bad, and it's natural for a fly to go where a pile of crap is. Oh, that's a lot to think about. Don't be that fly. Or do, I don't really care. That's too much. Oh, I was gonna make a whole lot of other references, but we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be really, really nice. But yeah, this movie right here, it's a reason why I should do it like this because you don't want to be associated with it. I don't know how half of these people are, but to each its own. You like what you like. You get down how you live. This has been Lily. This has been Cape Shit Update. We're so gonna do more of these every Sunday. It's a wonderful, quick little 10-15 minute show. We're going to acknowledge everything. Get ready for more hosts, some co-hosts. This is going to be just something for the homies and the girlies. Something for the homies and the girlies, because I think personally that you guys need some slices of humble pie, because it's getting a little wild out there, We just love to laugh. We just love to laugh. We love to sing about the moon and the June and the spring or two, but we just love to laugh. And I think that's what multiversity is about when you're not stealing things from us. Gosh, y'all shouldn't have gave me a show. I get too violent, but y'all already know that. That's what y'all love about me. So it's been real. It's been really real. We're going to do more of these. I'll probably have a suit and tie next time because, have a fresh cut and all that stuff. But, Thanksgiving weekend, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Not during this weekend show. You guys have been great. Oh, I can't wait for some wonderful comments that come later down the road. Please like, share, subscribe to Multiversity. Give us a follow on Twitter. That's at Multiversity. You can find me at @AaronMichael_J. You know all about us. You know what we about. So peace, love, peace, and chicken grease, or maybe turkey because the holidays. So Mr. Producer, play us out.